Here with Brett Whaley, Deeping Rangers manager. Thoughts on today's game, Brett? Difficult game to the end of the season?
Yeah, massively mixed emotions. I think usually these games in the season are quite flat, but I thought that was a decent game of football with a lot of energy. Questioned how much we'd have left after Saturday, and I thought from that aspect I was really pleased. It's difficult because box to box I thought we were pretty good today. I thought it's best football we've played for a while, but then it's a decent surface, so that shows maybe what we're capable of when we can play. I thought we had more chances than they did, but then that's the problem. We switched off twice and they're clinical. You know, we should do better for the first goal, which kind of knows that. Second one we got opened up and they scored, but they didn't have loads of chances, but they take them. We had a lot of chances today, we keep missing, but that's not the only. It's not the only time it's happened, and that's frustrating. We've got to be more composed. We've got to be more clinical in the final third. Ultimately, we've been brilliant defensively over the last few weeks, but you can't keep clean sheets. There's going to be a day where you concede, and then you need to take the chances the other end. And I think in key moments, if that had happened, that could have been a very different game. The referee has made a massive mistake today. He's not sent a man off. When we've argued with it, he's then simbing one of our players for his error. It's quite simple that when you book somebody, you should write down your book and not get confused. And at that moment, I'm not saying that would have changed the game, but with 20 minutes to go, if they go down to 10 men against 11, I think we go on and potentially can put them under a little bit of pressure. We never got that momentum because of that decision. The real disappointing thing was, I thought the last 10 minutes we went really flat. And that's the first time I've seen that for a while. And whether we feel like we've been a bit harshly treated in terms of decisions or feel a bit flat because we've missed chances, I don't really care. That's too flat, that last 10 minutes. And all the good work we've undone by being a little bit timid, a little bit, And like I said, we haven't done that. The last few weeks we haven't done that. That's something I haven't seen for a while and I'm really disappointed with. And I think most importantly, I said to you Saturday, we've got to start building going forward. We've got 8 points away from home all season, which is atrocious, and that was an opportunity to get a few more on the board today. We haven't done it, and if we get 8 on the board away from home next season, we'll be in exactly the same situation. So we've got to find a way to be better away from home. That's something we're going to focus on. We'll have to look at. We'll also have to look at why we keep missing chances, why we haven't got composure, and whether that's things we can work on with this group or we need other players. Then that's obviously what the summer. So we're not going to go away now and talk about it because we've got 2 big weeks for the cup final. So we've got to get our heads right, and what I saw in that last 10 minutes I don't want to see again. Yeah.
So with 2 weeks to cup final, so we've got plenty to build on for that, for the next cup final. Really important game, hopefully end of the season on a high.
Yeah, I mean it's a really weird situation that we have 2 weeks now with no games, and we play a team in the cup final. I've got 3 games in that period, essentially 3 games in that period of time. So how we manage that time is going to be important, but we have to get back onto it. Our season isn't finished now. If we perform like we did, particularly in that last spell, we won't get anything from it. So I don't mind if we have little spells like that, as long as I get a reaction from it and they learn from it. That wasn't good enough, but if we're better in the cup final and we don't see that again, then okay, we'll learn from it today. It's just a shame in a derby. Like I said, we've gone out in a bit of a whimper. And to be fair, that's not taking anything away from them. They were clinical. And that's what you've got to be at this level, and that's not what we are. The game itself was a close game. Fair play to them for winning it. But we've got a good side in that cup final, and it's going to be a difficult one, so we now have to put a lot of hard work in.
Yeah. And a final message to the supporters that came down today.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Well, they have been brilliant, and they created an atmosphere like they've done at home. They have been fantastic at home. That's made a massive difference. I said the numbers going up is great, but it's not just that, it's the noise as well. And I was disappointed with what we showed, but they still want to clap you off at the end, and they still see, I think, the good parts of the game. And true supporters will accept that some days it's not always going to be what you want it to be. And as long as it is more often than not, and as long as you see a team that care and want to part, I think supporters are happy with that. But they've been brilliant. And it would have been very easy this year for them to go quiet because it's been so tough. But they've got better and better as we've got better, and as a group, when we've been poor over the last 2 months, they've really stood up. And that, as I say about this group of players, this is the start of things to come. I hope for the support that is as well. I hope they grow like we grow, and as a football club we continue to go. Big 2 weeks, but a massive summer as well.
Brilliant. Many thanks, Brett, and see you at the final.
Cheers.